Well, may as well just get started then, may as well just get started. Now, there's about a 50-50 shot that this transition fails. I swear I fixed it. It hasn't failed on me in a while. But anyway. Here we go. Alright, yeah, that's working perfectly fine then. That's working perfectly fine. Alright.
Oh, really fancy.
Yeah, fairly fancy, fairly fancy. This is similar to the view that I get at work. Similar. Not quite though, not quite. Anyhow, first things first. Feel free to introduce yourself,
Hi, I am Twilly. I'm a fanboy vampire elf. Yes.
Okay. Fair enough then, fair enough. Short and sweet. So, alright, I am going to have to ask, why specifically that combination of things?
I liked vampires a lot back then. I really liked vampires back then with I didn't really want to be an elf before, but the person who did my PNG model actually thought that I was an elf too. I like pointy ears. So then I was like, oh. Yeah. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. But the vampire thing comes from Twilight.
Wait. Unironically, just straight up Twilight.
Yes, sadly. Ironic.
Okay, did you read it before it got trending, or did you read it while it went trending?
I think I read it before. I mean, while it got trending and stuff like that.
Oh, fair enough, because God, that was a thing that a lot of people got into, and it just spawned a crazy amount of vampire-related literature afterwards.
Yeah, I still remember that. I was pretty into it, but I wasn't really into the show that much. I mean, I liked the show, but I just enjoyed looking at the fact that there's vampires on the screen. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Vampires on the screen. Fair enough. What about the werewolves, man? What about the werewolves? They were there too.
They're okay. They're okay. They're okay.
So ultimately you just settled with vampire elf. Alright. Got it, got it. Because one thing over the time that I've been doing these interviews, I've noticed that anyone who has gone ahead with Elf normally has a fairly long story behind it, for whatever reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. I just kind of picked it just because I like the ears. And I guess, it works out, I guess. A vampire elf.
Alright, alright. In which case, I do have to ask then. So, what specifically inspired your design?
Oh, I had an old design I just kind of did before. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do as an OC, like a permanent one. So I made blonde hair, blonde and purple hair.
Oh god.
Blue eyes, all that stuff. It was kind of funny. I had long hair too back then. I had a bunch of different clothing too. I even had a little magician clothes and stuff like that, which I thought was a good idea a little bit. But yeah.
Okay. So what made you settle on just a red t-shirt red shirt with just subbra?
I'm very uncreative.
That's it.
I'm not very creative at stuff, to be honest.
Okay.
I try to be creative, but it's a bit hard.
Because this was one of the simpler designs to just get into pixel form. I was just like, oh, this is fine. I just need to do the hat and need to do the shirt. Okay. You can't really do the ears, but that's fine.
Yeah, imagine ears must be hard on that.
Yeah, ears are a bit painful to do in pixel art.
Oh.
But yeah, the other thing I do have to ask though, so when it comes to elves, horizontal ears or angled ears?
Horizontal ears, I think. I like when they go down a little bit.
Okay. Fair enough. Because when it comes to Western depictions of elves, it's usually knife ears pointed upwards. Then for the more Japanese or Eastern ones, they're just alright, let's shoot them out straight aside from the person's head.
Yeah, it's a pretty, I don't know. I don't like it when it goes up. I kind of liked it when it goes down a bit more. It made me feel like it was a bit of a cuter, I guess, type of thing. And also, I kind of wanted to stay true to the PNG that I had before.
Okay.
Which I thought was pretty nice. Yeah.
Fair enough. Let's see. Alright, so regarding the process of getting your model together and everything, you are the artist and the rigger at the same time, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so mind taking me through the stages that you went through to get this all together?
Oh, I had so what I did at first was just look at I forgot their name, but I know they go usually every single time they start their what do you call it, their thingy, their lessons, I guess.
Okay.
So I just kind of followed a guide on it, and I did my first model, and I thought I did okay. Didn't like it too much since it couldn't look down. When I looked down, it looked like I was just kind of becoming a little bit more it was just straight up just going down. Not straight up going down, but just I don't know how to explain it very well.
Just dropping downwards.
I'm dropping downwards, yes. At first, I wasn't very good at rigging. But it took me a month to do the whole entire drawing, and then 7 days to do the rigging itself, coming in alive and stuff. I thought it was very nice. But then I did my second model. I did, and it was very tough because I had to do 2 outfits kind of. I think it took me about 7 or 9 days for the rigging and probably a month for the drawing part.
Okay.
And this one took me even more time because, well, I wanted to do a lot of the things that I couldn't do before, like looking down and stuff. I was
Specifically
pretty
looking
happy.
down. Huh.
Yeah, that was the hardest thing for me for some reason. But everything turned out fine with this model at least. I do have another clothing stuff I want to do.
Okay, okay. That's it, that's it.
Yeah.
In which case, for your previous model, what were the 2 outfits then?
Oh, the first outfit was like a coat, like a raincoat a little bit,
Okay,
but
okay.
without the hoodie and stuff. It was red and it had like little 2 buttons on every time it went down. It was actually quite nice. I liked it a lot. But yeah, the difference between that model and this model and the other model are like that one has more of a long hair and stuff.
Okay, okay.
It has yeah, it has the long hair and it just I guess doesn't look down right, and the mouth movement is very not very great. Not very great, but it's okay. It's still my first model and I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, you gotta start somewhere, you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's see, would you say learning the process of rigging was particularly hard then?
I would say it's definitely time consuming.
Okay.
That's for sure. Very time consuming. I enjoyed it though a lot. It really felt great. I really disliked the drawing part. Especially the cutting part though.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Because I've seen models out there with like hundreds and hundreds of layers and I'm just like, oh god, the artist must have gone through hell doing this.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Especially anyone who tries to like separate any kind of shadows or shading, make additional funky parts move around. Yeah, some of those PSDs can get very, very wild out there.
They definitely can, especially with the more outfit size and stuff.
Fair enough, fair enough. So I will have to ask, so why VTubing specifically? What got you into this particular medium?
Funny enough, I didn't think I would be a VTuber. I thought I would be like a PNG model for a while, but or like I was a Peepo model. I had like Peepo right there, and just like a little Peepo drinking coffee and stuff. But
okay.
yeah, that's how I started, and I wanted to get VTubing a little bit at first, but I thought it was a little bit too much for me at first, so I just kind of like didn't do it until someone named Hanabi actually made my PNG model. After I saw them doing like what do you call it? Them doing like a little model PNG GIF emote thing for their friend, and they said they could do one for me too. So I just told them, oh okay, they can pick out any of the OCs that I had, and they picked out this one, and I was like, you know, I like it a lot. I think it was great.
Okay. Fair enough then, fair enough. So how long have you been streaming? In which case?
I believe in 2019 I started, probably around there. 2019 or about 2020. Still not sure exactly. I haven't checked in a while. But I was pretty surprised when I first started.
Oh?
Yeah, because like I didn't think I was a person for it. I was very you know, well, not but just to myself usually and stuff. And I was a lurker mostly too, so I thought I wouldn't be able to talk very much. But no, I think it's good that I'm able to like talk.
Okay. Fair enough then, fair enough. Because yeah, I was gonna say, like, you could have picked any other medium, you could have gone into anything else, but you decided to go streaming. So what were you streaming at first then?
Vindictus.
Oh god, that is
Do you know that?
That is a name that I haven't heard in a long time. I was not much for Vindictus. I also played Dragon Nest instead, but yeah.
Oh, I tried Dragon Nest too. That one a while ago. I don't know if they deleted it or not.
But yeah, Vindictus was a time. Just instance after instance, action combat, grabbing whatever the heck. Yeah. I don't know. The one thing that stuck out to me about Vindictus was just the opening cinematic, I think it was, and that thing where it was just like, oh yeah, look at that spider. Kill that spider. Watches it just derp over the building, and it's like...
Yeah, that sounds pretty funny.
Like,
I remember when I first watched it. It was great. Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought it was great too.
No, just seeing that flop over, I'm like, wait, this thing's meant to be threatening? Huh. And then it just turns out to be like the boss of the whole level, and I'm just like, huh. Okay, time to stop playing the game because of my chronic arachnophobia. Alright, goodbye.
I played it a lot to the point where I managed to get like the first weapon of something, and that got me that got people watching my stream for some reason.
Oh.
I got like one of the first weapons to glow and stuff. At least in my server. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty lucky. And that's why I think I got viewership at first. Even though it was only like 5.
Huh.
Yeah. Or 5 or 2 rounder. But it was... I expected 0 for like months. I didn't know. I just wanted to just... I wanted to first stream for a friend. They wanted to see like Overwatch and stuff, but we never got to play it. So I just started streaming Vindictus.
Fair enough. Have you played Overwatch in recent?
No, actually. I haven't played it in a while. It's been years.
Like, myself, I could never get into the game. Like, I tried playing it once, and it just felt kinda crap, honestly. I will just say, like, the shooting mechanics just felt wrong. That was about it.
That's understandable. I feel like that would be very, what do you call it? Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't very good at shooting either. I aim bad. I aim really bad.
Don't worry. You're speaking as someone who can't aim for shit either. And I play too many FPS games on this channel. Anyhow. I will have to ask then. So, what is your particular choice of games? Because, yeah, I was going to consider grilling you over League, but then I realized, oh wait, this is like the one part of the year where I actually actively watch League. And that's about it.
I usually play any type of game. I remember when I first started streaming like League and stuff, I wanted to be variety, but then I got too into it. I got way too into it. And then here I am still playing League after like years and years. I've been playing it for too long nowadays.
Don't worry. Me, I started back in like, what, 2011? The latest champion to have released at the time was Oriana.
Oh, really? I still remember Talon being released. I don't know if that's like long ago.
Talon was maybe 10 or 12 champions later? Something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Talon was a long time ago as well. But yeah, for myself, I don't know. I had gotten into League way too early. Almost no one had played the damn game, essentially. Out of like any of my mates. So yeah, I dropped off of it pretty quickly because it was just like, I've got no one to play with. This game kind of sucks. Alright.
That's understandable.
Lo and behold, season 3, everyone picked up the damn game and I was like, oh. Well, time to get back in. Turned out I was an absolute shitter by then, so yeah.
I quit several times actually, but I always came back to the game because I like it. I quit a couple times before just because I couldn't play it that much. It took too much time sometimes.
Like every time I come back to League, I play a couple of games, then I realize I hate this. Alright, I'm gone. And there's always that one mate of mine I log in, and he immediately messages me. He's like, "Huh? You're back again? You're not gonna leave after a week this time, right?" I am so sorry. I've left after a week every single time.
Oh god. I can get that.
Yeah.
I tried to come back to Vindictus a couple of times too. I even joined a guild and they're like well, one of my friends was like, "You're not gonna leave, right?" After a week or something. And then I left. Because what do you call it? I don't know, they did something they put in like a different patch that I didn't like.
Yeah.
You know, I'll do my guild activities, but then after that, no more.
Yeah.
I can't play it.
I know that kind of feeling, because the other one for me is just anytime I pick up a gacha game, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be real dedicated to this. I'm gonna do my dailies every day. I'm gonna make it to the top, stay on top of all these updates, blah blah blah. 3 weeks later, dailies feel like trash. Why am I still playing this? Oh god, alright, I'm quitting. Okay, I missed a day of dailies, okay. That's fine. Dailies, you only need to do 5 days of them a week for most gacha games. Yep, this is fine. Missed the second day. Missed the third day. Oh. Yeah, nah, I ain't dealing with this shit anymore. Goodbye. May have impulse dropped like $400 on you, but yep, nope, I'm good. Goodbye.
Yep, I got that.
Yeah.
I did the same thing with League. I mean, not League.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gone with that. Also, Puzzle and Dragons too, sadly.
I see. Fair enough.
Which is a mobile game, gacha game, but was pretty fun before. I haven't played in a while.
Yeah, I had one guy at work just talk to me about Puzzles and Dragons and how he was like one of the top players or something in like one of the top guilds. And I was just like, dude, you really don't look like that kind of fella, but you know what? I'll take it on face value. Yeah, sure. This was like, let's see, a white dude in his 30s that described himself as a big white bear, pretty much.
A big white bear?
Yeah, apparently when he was in Japan, he would just introduce himself as Shirokuma. Just literally, yes, I'm the big white bear. I just like, bruh.
Oh, I see.
Man was straight up just like, yep, that's me, white bear.
White bear.
Yeah, he looks the part, and yeah, so the thing is, yeah, I am a casino dealer in the daytime, pretty much, and yeah, whenever I see that guy at one of the tables, I'm just like, this guy looks so out of place, he's bloody huge, he takes up like half the table.
The tables are very small?
Yeah, kinda. They're built to fit about 6 people, give or take.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the guy's mainly at roulette, so anytime I see him at roulette, it's just like big chonker goes over to the roulette. And there's a very specific method you need to like spin the roulette ball, and it's kind of like a flicking motion, pretty much, so that you don't exhaust your wrist or like strain your wrist over time. So it's just like, oh, just watches him do the flick. It's like the most delicate looking thing that he's doing at the table. I'm like, oh.
Sounds pretty interesting.
This very interesting look from that guy. And apparently he's just been dealing there for like, I don't know, 14, 15 years or something.
Oh, that's a...
Like, he's like, he sees his mates. Oh yeah, most of my mates are like in like the management sections at this point and whatnot. I'm like, I just stare at the guy. I'm just like, okay, I've literally stumbled into a random living legend here. Okay, nice to meet you, Shirokuma-san. I'm gonna go back upstairs.
It's so that wrist movement, you gotta be gentle with it, right? Or
That's it. For the most part with dealing, yeah, you gotta be very gentle.
I see.
Because, yeah, the only one where you kind of don't really have to be is maybe blackjack. For blackjack, you kind of just spit cards out, pretty much.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
You flick them, slam on the table, flick it, slam on the table. Just over and over and over again.
like the hit me and whoosh.
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much. Let's see. Have you ever actually been to a casino before?
Oh, I've never been to one before.
Uh-huh.
But I played a game that was set in the casino, I think.
Oh?
I forgot what the game was called. But it wasn't really like any of the games they were playing.
Okay. Fair enough. Alright. Time to grow you over League. So, jungler. Why do I see Veigar in the fucking jungle, mate?
Don't worry, my team loves it.
Your team loves it.
Only 2 people report me, probably.
Somehow it feels like the most toxic thing you could do, being Veigar in the jungle at some points, but I'm just like, wait, how do you gank? Hold up.
Yeah.
You come in, you press E. Oh wait, no gap closer or anything. Zoning tool's good enough, I guess.
Yes, of course. We zoned them. Zoned them away from their tower.
Oh
there you go. Tower.
The only thing that I question is just like, wait, but the damage output. Where's the damage output?
That's true. But what I lack in damage, I pull off in symmetry.
Huh?
Yeah.
The one thing I'm just like is, wait, your main contribution at this point isn't even damage, it's just I put down my E.
It's yeah, it's very honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I do like a little bit of tank into it too, so that way I can slow them down with my frost column, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it works.
Like when I saw the items that you built into, I was just like, hold up. Why?
It probably doesn't work at all. Which is funny.
And just like, maybe if this was a Maokai. Maybe. But on a Veigar? Why would you do this? This squishiest little piece of shit wanders into close combat.
It gets counter ganked.
Everyone
seems to counter gank me a lot, but
it feels like you'd be one of the easier ones to counter gank.
No, I would be the hardest one. They wouldn't be able to do that, of course.
How many times have I seen it happen on stream so far?
Maybe like 5. Where I'm just like, oh, my jungle's gone. Okay.
Pain. Just pain.
Better get to bot lane.
Fair enough. Do you watch much competitive League or nah?
Sadly, no. I used to actually watch a lot of League. I used to watch like a lot before, back in season 2 and season 4. Season 3 and stuff.
Yeah, season 3 was like the peak. It was straight up when everyone was hyping up like Faker for all of the Zed plays, and everyone became Zed main after that, pretty much.
It was fun times. I used to have a Chromecast that I just put up on my on like the TV and just watch it.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was pretty great, but sadly things are not the best anymore. I was like, I was kind of copying up, just going like, oh yeah, my TSM can win. I can close the gap, and 10 years later, I gave up.
Alright, if I'm making that kind of reaction, take a guess who my favorite player was.
Dyrus.
No, it's fucking double lift, mate.
Double lift. Oh my god.
So,
I like double lift too back then.
Yeah. The man who could just never close it out and get a win. Just 10 years later. Just, bruh. Every single fucking time.
Oh my god. They got out of groups. Oh, never mind.
They got out of groups? Right? Nope. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's depression. TSM last year was just or was it the year before? I forget which one it was. Whichever one where they got closed out ridiculously hard.
I don't remember. It just feels like all of them just
yeah.
as soon as they get to Worlds.
NA and Worlds is just a joke most of the time.
Sadly.
I think they had one good year recently, but then every other year it's just been yeah nah mate. Yeah, every time it's just skill diff after skill diff after skill diff. I think last year's Worlds was probably the funniest one though. It was just like, wait. Oh, so Damwon made it to the finals, right? Damwon's just gonna sweep this team, right? Right? Oh no. Oh god, no.
Alright, my expectations get reversed every time. But I still like it. Yeah, well, I haven't watched it in a bit.
Like, the only time I bother tuning on League is just when Worlds comes around. That is it. It's just the one particularly entertaining and ridiculously high budget time for League. It's just like, okay, may as well watch this and see just how much the game has changed over the year. So my experience of League is just every year. How much shit has changed? Alright, time to ask this mate of mine who's watching along.
Everything's changed. Nothing's changed.
They give me the full breakdown of everything. I'm just like, huh. That's a lot of shit that's changed in just 1 year, huh? It's like, no, this change was in this year, this change was in that year. I'm like, huh? Eh. And then there's me, unfortunately, being like, do you remember that time that they changed healing from base healing or from AP scaling healing to base healing? He's like, no, I don't remember that at all. I'm like, it was like season 3 or something. It's like, no, that wasn't season 3. I'm like, wait, how far back was that? I look up the patch notes, it's like 1.00024. I'm like,
that is
fuck.
a long time. That is a really long time.
I'm like, oh, such a foundational change for healers and supports was made that long ago. Oh no. Oh god.
It's very interesting how much they change healing sometimes.
There was a time where the meta was just full on sustain, and it was just like, oh yeah, as long as you pick this one character, yes, your team is just not going to die. Therefore, build into more and more burst until eventually there was just way too much damage, and your healing's not going to keep up.
Yeah, pretty much. I remember the gore drinker, or the thingy.
Yeah.
It was a bit rough. That one was like, I remember Lee Sin just like getting back all of his health as soon as, or as any type of champion just getting back all their health as soon as they're almost dead. Aatrox including.
Nah, yes. Mate, go for the Spear of Shojin. Reset all of your cooldowns. All of them.
Every single one of them. It's very just great.
Like on someone like Jax, that was just like, yeah, this just makes one character ridiculously broken, huh?
Yeah, it's very surprising how much they didn't notice that. How many champions they would do that.
How many champions it would just juice up, because League is a horrifying mathematical problem when it comes to balancing. Because what you realize eventually is, wait, so if I add 1 attack damage to this champion, this fucks everything up. Huh. Who knew?
It's very interesting. Yeah. It's very interesting how like it's such a small change sometimes, but it can be a huge change in the later round. Well, in the later times.
Because I once knew a guy which just calculated down to the single digits how much damage he would need to kill me.
Wow.
He executed it, and I was just like, the fuck, man? The fuck, how long have you been playing this game? He's like, not long enough. I'm like, what are players like these days? Oh god, what the fuck are players like these days? Because all I got told was, oh yeah, if you were gold back in like season 3, no, you're sitting at iron these days. I'm like, what are players like these days? Why? What kind of weird hellscape kind of timeline is this, where everyone just has a ridiculously high amount of skill, but can't get anywhere?
It's all Smurfs, or something else.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyhow, this next particular question, some people take it as a philosophical question. Honestly, I just mean it in the most direct way possible.
Yes.
So what does content creation mean to you?
Content creation. To be honest, it's still kind of hard to think about myself as a content creator, because I feel like I don't really create content, even though technically I do content via streaming. But some people just like to watch me, I guess, in terms of creating clips. Yes, they do it for me. I guess.
Fair enough. Just slapping you on clips. I do have to ask, what is the most clipped part of your streams then?
I would actually have to check that, but probably my VR chat streams.
Oh, okay.
Most likely my VR chat streams are very clipped, usually.
Alright,
I had this one clip.
Go on.
Oh, sorry. I had this one clip a while ago, which is you already know Renai, right? Yeah. Where we were doing a Bikini Beach episode, and I kind of just had an epiphany where I was just like, oh, what am I doing? I'm a guy. What is this? And I'm just like, what am I doing? I'm a guy, I can't do this. What is this? And then Ren in the background was saying how, look at all those follows. While I was just having a breakdown. It wasn't actually a breakdown, but I thought it was quite funny.
Yeah, just fair enough. This was
that probably has the most.
Yeah. Now that was me when I cross-dressed, like, what was it, 5 years ago at this point, something like that. No, 3 years ago. Shit, it's been that recent. Yeah, the one time I cross-dressed, and yeah, everyone just stopped me and was like, can we take a photo? I'm like, do you hear this voice? Do you hear this voice? Don't do this. Please, no.
I would have been like, I'm a guy. Oh god. I'm still mad, right? I'm still manly, right?
God, because most people were like, just look at those legs. I'm like, why? Why has it come to this? Because, yeah, that time I did cross-dress wasn't particularly my own choice. I just, how does one put this in the lightest way? Or in the briefest way? So I used to run an anime club. And my executive team decided to all stab me in the back and was like, okay, we're doing a Halloween party. You're going to have to cross-dress, Prez.
Oh. I see. That's very, interesting.
Yeah. Hey Mika. Welcome to stream.
Oh, do you know Mika?
Yeah, I went to high school with Mika.
Huh? Really?
Yeah. Thing is, when I interviewed Mika, it was like 5 minutes before the interview that we found out. It was like, wait, do you know this area? I'm like, yeah, I know this area. It was like, oh, okay. But yeah, there was this one teacher, and we were just like, oh fuck, we're talking about the same teacher. Oh no.
Oh, really? Oh my god, it's a small world. Hi, Mika, though.
Buddy, it was 3 years. It was 3 years of high school with Mika, and I was kind of just, hi. So normally hanging out in the friends group was just Mika was in one corner, and I'd be in the other corner, and we would just never really say a word to each other.
Oh, wow, that's so interesting. Just the fact that you found each other while interviewing.
That was, let's just say, the particular accent and way Mika speaks is very unique to that area.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, so I caught on pretty quickly. That was maybe Maybe something like that. Also, my condolences, Mika. My condolences.
Pilk. Pineapple pizza.
Let's see, when was the last time I saw Mika? Because I missed the last event that the Sydney lot had, so maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month, something like that. Anyhow. Fair enough on content creation, just having people that just want to tune in for specific clips and whatnot they can make.
Well, no, it's not. I don't know if it's everything, I think. I'm not sure exactly. I don't know. I don't know exactly the content I exactly create, other than just like I guess me sounding a little bit sus without realizing it sometimes and stuff. That's what they usually clip, or me just talking about something random, I guess, and they like it.
Fair enough. Enough. Yep, see you around, Mika, see you around. Just sus stuff, huh?
Sus stuff. I usually... Sorry about that. It's usually taken in a funny context.
Fair enough. Okay. In which case, am I about to just take a 180 and just be like, alright, how degenerate is this bastard I'm speaking to right now? Am I about to pull that off of you as well?
Yes. I am very sadly.
Not
sadly, to be honest. I mean, I do have this voice. At first I did it as a joke. It's not a joke anymore, god damn it.
Oh god.
Why?
At first you did it as a joke. Oh my god.
What can I do? Like, why can I go back? Shit.
Okay, honestly, that was a mate of mine when it came to cross-dressing at some point. It's like, I did this as a joke. Now this is my hobby. And I was like, ow! Fuck! What the hell was that? That hasn't happened in a long time. Oh my goodness. Jesus.
I first, what do you call it? I first started doing this voice just because I was joking around usually with my friend. And I managed to, like, what do you call it? Because I did see, like, some people actually, like, getting a voice thing where they can, like, you know, like, they can, like, change their voice without a voice changer and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So then I was just really bored. So, what do you call it? Me and my friend were just, me and my friend were like, we were a little bit, you know, like joking, moaning at each other for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, but
I see. And then what do you call it? All of a sudden, I hit something with my throat. Not hit something, but like I felt something in my throat. Or it was just like a little buzzing noise, and I thought, like after I was done talking to my friend, I immediately started trying to sing, and it's getting that buzzing. And then I kept on checking it out, trying to like keep it, and here I am.
Fair enough.
I can still do my other voice, but this one doesn't hurt whenever I do it.
Okay. Also, hi.
Sadly, my voice hurts now whenever I do the other voice. So I'm kind of stuck with this, but yeah, I don't mind. You know, some people call it cute, or some people call it what do you call it? Just, I guess it's okay.
Fair enough. Also, hi, Seto Saltome, thanks for the 100 bits. I did not expect it to all slap me at the same time like that, but anyhow. Let's see, free tequila, an old-fashioned with a splash of beer, chili garnish. Jesus, that is a weird-ass order. Really weird order. And yeah, fair enough on the voice, I guess. Because, let's see... Okay, this is gonna be a pretty jank story about one fella that I hope isn't sitting in chat right now, because I know they were one of the earliest people to have followed me when I started streaming. Oh god. Give me a second here. Okay, they're not around. One time I joined like a Hololive fan server of some kind at some point because I saw a mate that was just there, just like singing karaoke stuff and whatnot. There was this big like karaoke kind of chat room and whatnot, and everyone would pick out songs to sing. They'd either have a good enough setup where they'd have things running simultaneously so you'd hear the instrumental perfectly timed to their voice. Those were the better singers usually. Or the people that just put on the music bot and sung with the delay anyway. Those were the less inclined ones, so to speak. And
I see.
then we had the singers that sounded like a Fuck, what's the wording I should use for this one? Because there's a couple of horrifying ways to explain this and a couple of more technical ways to explain this. Would you rather the technical definition or the horrifying ones?
Give me the horrifying.
So, have you ever heard what it sounds like when two turtles fuck?
Yes, I think so.
Or when a dog dies, you know, that kind of frequency, that kind of horrifying sound.
Oh jeez, that sounds very rough.
So there were people that wanted to try and pull off the femboy voice or like try and sound like a girl and whatnot and then try and sing at the same time. No, they were not successful.
I've had people ask me how I do that sometimes. It was funny.
Like, I'm gonna say, you didn't just grind it over like one session or anything like that, right? It was over time, I mean, yeah. Right?
I kept on saying very degenerate stuff.
I see. Fair
I
enough,
even did voice clips sometimes.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyhow. For these guys, some of them tried to brute force it really hard. And yeah, the result was they were damaging their throats pretty badly. And a good chunk of us, or anyone who'd known vocals for a while, was just like, yeah, no, that is not how you should be doing things, and they kept doing it anyway.
Oh, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, they would also say a shit ton of really sus shit in those kinds of voices, and we'd just be like, no, this is not hot, sexy, or appealing at all. Please stop. Please, God, no.
Oh god, that reminds me of something. That sounds pretty rough though.
Alright, so what did it remind you of then just now?
The first time another person other than my friend actually heard my voice was during Vindictas. There was a TeamSpeak thing that I could go to.
Ooh, oh god. Oh god.
It was painful. It was pretty bad.
Alright, so what did you do? What did you do?
Before, I could only do the voice whenever I said something lewd for some reason.
Okay, fair.
So, like,
fair. Okay.
It was the first time, and like, I tried to introduce myself, but I said well, not introduce myself, but just like I was quiet usually.
Okay.
So like one of them asked me, you should talk and stuff, and I was like, I can only talk if they knew I was a guy and stuff. Like,
oh no.
I don't remember what I said, but I think I said something my boy something.
Yeah.
But... it was like 6 other people in there or something like that, maybe more. And after I said that, I just went out quiet.
I see.
I thought people would laugh at first, but then I was just like, oh. No one laughed.
Yeah, damn.
And then I heard one of them just cough.
Oh
I'm
no.
just like, shit.
I see.
I got so embarrassed. It was so embarrassing. And I never talked for like another... I never talked to anyone again.
Fair enough.
I didn't say pussy. I don't even think that was a word back then. Well, yeah, I think I remember. It's the other word with the P word. Boy.
It's fine to be as sus as you want on here. I have had an amateur porn actress on here before. It is fine.
Oh, I usually do it just for fun. Back then, at least. But don't worry, I don't do that type of stuff.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, me, anytime I enter a VC with mates, because of that, or with some of my IRLs, because of that particular cross-dressing incident, oh god. I get a lot of that. It's just like, alright, when are we gonna bend this fucker over and get to his boy pussy? And it's like, oh, fuck's sake, mate.
What?
Yeah, it got to that point. Don't worry. Sometimes I get it worse at work, kinda. Well, not particularly worse, just a bit more... a bit more on the jank end at work. So, you hear this voice right now, right? You don't expect that to really come out of... Let's see, you don't expect that to come out of someone who's a bit more of a twink, basically.
I see.
Stack that on top of the fact that I have long hair and keep it in a ponytail and have a... just a more slim figure.
I see. I understand.
While I was dealing at a table, like just sitting down, getting the chips ready, getting cards ready and whatnot, a bunch of Vietnamese aunties all sat down at my table. They hadn't heard my voice yet at that point, and they were just like, oh, look at this pretty girl that's dealing to us. I'm just like, should I say anything right now? They were speaking purely in Vietnamese, and I'm just like, I can understand.
Oh.
Yeah. I was just like one of the Vietnamese aunties had already met me before and played at my tables before, so she was already shaking her head.
Should have gone to you. Wow. That's funny.
All I could be like was just like, alright, can I see your membership cards? And immediately their tone shifted. They were just like, oh, not a pretty girl. Handsome boy, right? Handsome boy.
Handsome boy.
I'm just like, fuck.
Wow. That's funny.
Yeah. I'm just like, I've had too many incidences like that at work. I've been mistaken for a chick way too often. Mainly from behind. It was just that one incident was just from the front when I was wearing a face mask, so they couldn't quite tell. But I've had my co-workers just be like, it was like, one of them was like, oh, hey, Tracy. I'm just like, I turn around, sorry, I'm not Tracy. And they're like, oh, fuck, you look like my friend. I'm just like, bet I do, huh? Bet I do. Oh, God.
That's funny.
Why has it come to this?
It's okay. Having long hair is pretty nice sometimes.
Yeah, long hair is nice. Mm-hmm.
I had to cut my hair since it was very long before. Nowadays it's just like how I have right now, at least this model.
Like, I grew my hair out during COVID because that was just the opportunity for it, and yeah. It was bad enough at one point that when I took a photo at the barber, my girlfriend just straight up went like, buddy, you look like you're from like a Japanese band out of like 2000s or some shit. Like just a K band. I'm just like, yeah. Shit. It was that kind of messy looking mop of a head, essentially. So I was like, yeah, I should probably get this neatened up, huh?
I understand that. My hair is pretty messy too usually. I never do anything to it.
When's the last time you went out and touched grass?
Does it count if I go outside to throw away my trash?
Do you run into any people on the way out?
Nope.
No, it doesn't count.
I went to the bank and that was like a couple months ago actually. But I think before that, it was like a year. It was a year.
Go outside.
Just I haven't gone outside in a while.
Find a park, touch some grass.
Parks are way too far. I don't drive either. It's
Eat some food from the outside.
Oh, I would love to get Olive Garden from the outside, actually. Yes, people are scary, also.
Good, you have a goal. Get yourself some Olive Garden by next week or something like that.
Maybe not. I don't know. I like staying inside. It's my comfy place.
Hey, go outside briefly to get DoorDash. That was me this morning. Then I passed out after eating the burger that came with it. But anyway.
Ooh, I love DoorDash. Very delicious.
Fair enough.
One time. Oh gosh. One time actually, someone did see me before. Because I haven't been seen in like over a while. It's been a long time basically. Other than the people who live with me right now.
Okay.
The family that lives with me, they see me, but I don't really never get seen usually by anyone. The one time that I did was by like some pastor that was just going around the house, I guess.
Yeah.
And they told my family, "Wow, you have a pretty daughter," and I was like, "Ah."
Yeah.
Because like I opened the door.
I see.
Oops. It was pretty. It was okay.
Look, I've been catcalled in the streets before, and all I could be like was, "Hey, buddy, don't think that's what you're after here, mate. Nope, don't do that."
Yes.
Oh god. Fair enough. Pastor. When was the last time I saw a Jehovah's Witness? It's been a while. Let's see, has anyone ever doubled down on the catcalls? How does one put it? I kind of live in one of the gayest districts in this city, so, yeah, definitely. Some people have definitely doubled down. Anyhow.
That's very interesting.
Anyhow,
I don't believe I've ever forgotten.
Let's see. I'm gonna throw this particular question in because of the recent, let's see, how does one put it? Recent discourse between Twitch and YouTube, because good god, that went on for like 5 days and I think it just kind of stopped cold turkey after a while.
Oh, yeah. I get that.
Alright, so choice of platforms. Why did you specifically choose Twitch then?
Oh, I chose Twitch just because I was the one... Well, I mainly watch stuff on Twitch usually. So I was just like... Yeah, I don't really know YouTube very well.
Oh.
Even though I did used to actually make content on there a while ago. But as a different name.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, Twitch is the one thing I knew streamers were on usually. And I was like, oh, okay, might as well go on Twitch.
Fair enough.
Yeah, nowadays I'm a little bit optimistic about switching if I ever need to.
Oh, really?
Especially if especially I just like ads personally. I wouldn't want people that watch me very much. So I'd be like, yep.
Okay. Fair enough. Me personally, I just take the necessary evil of ads. If I could do away with them in a more organic manner, then I would. But unfortunately, the only good way they provide affiliates when it comes to ads is, yeah, just run the 3 minutes of ads and then you won't see pre-rolls for anyone who comes in.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Like, it's the one most overlooked thing by far in the entire discussion. between just the ridiculous amount of ads and whatnot between here and YouTube. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you enable a certain duration of ads per hour, certain ad density, then you actually do not get pre-roll ads at all. It's just, unfortunately, that ad density I think is about 3 minutes. Something like that. It's like a minute and a half to 3 minutes. But as long as you run that, then yeah, you will not actually get pre-roll ads. It's kind of the thing that puts me off watching a lot of newer streamers on this platform because they're not necessarily aware of that. So every time I tune in on their streams, it's just straight up, just right into the pre-roll. And the pre-rolls are getting more and more aggressive, is the thing.
I feel like they are a little bit. I wish they weren't, but things just are changing without me noticing very much. And then I'm just like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Because that's it. For myself, because I don't have pre-rolls anymore, it is literally just, okay, if you get bored of watching whatever stream that I'm doing and an ad pops up, yeah, you can leave. And then when you come back, you're not going to get the pre-roll. So it's like, yeah, click off the channel for a minute, come back. You're not going to be forced to watch a new ad.
I see.
That's the logic I had with it, because sometimes if you know the player just breaks or whatever and you have to refresh, you see the ads again, it's like that just completely turns you off watching a stream. That is just why I just eat the necessary evil. Fine, no pre-rolls. In total, for most viewers, that's going to be far less ad density anyway.
What's funny is that there are some new Twitch streamers I saw, at least being a VTuber, and then while I was watching them, I saw like an 1 out of 8 ads, and I was like,
oh, that's painful.
I'm good. Yeah, no, I was like, no, I'm good. And I was just trying to see like, oh yeah, it seems pretty fun to like watch like a new person and stuff. But then I see that and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. No.
Yeah, every now and then when I run out of interviewees or just people that I want to grab for an interview, I will just search through the Twitch category or Twitch tag for VTuber and just see what crops up. The unfortunate part is, yeah, when I do run into the ridiculous amount of pre-roll ads.
Yeah, that sounds like a big rough thing.
Because the one way to game the particular system is just you watch one set of pre-rolls and have the rest of them open up in different tabs. That way, because one pre-roll has been solved, you then open up every other stream right after. And then now, no pre-rolls for the rest of those. Yeah, it's some pretty dumb stuff, unfortunately.
I do remember before, well, at least I think, if I remember it right, there was a thing where partners didn't have to actually have ads before, at least. Yeah. That's what I thought before.
I'm pretty sure you were able to turn them off. I think some people actually have them off unless they're contracted to have them on.
Okay. I did not know that. It's very interesting. I never checked my ads thing, but they do send me like stuff like incentive stuff.
Oh, yeah. Like
where they want me to check it out and stuff.
Yeah, most partners should have received a unique incentive kind of thing.
Yeah, they sent me one that was actually a lot, but personally I kind of hate ads too much. I usually do whatever I do on stream just to the way that I would watch it myself usually.
Okay. Speaking of which, so what kind of ads do you actually see when you browse around Twitch?
I remember seeing a like a Papa John's one, actually. Let's see. Food related, DoorDash.
Okay.
HelloFresh, I think. Some other stuff. I mean, to be honest, I wish I was gonna what do you call it? Sponsored by DoorDash, maybe, or HelloFresh. You know, gotta get that free food. All right.
And here's the thing. So most companies are actually going to start paying attention to you already if you have 1,000 following on any platform.
Oh.
So the biggest tip I can give any smaller content creator is literally just, if you're already at 1K, get yourself on some mailing lists ASAP.
Mailing list?
Yeah. Like, contact any company that you want. So if you want like pre-access or early access to games, say something from like Bandai Namco, for instance, get on a mailing list. Speak with your local branch of Bandai Namco and see if you can work something out. Because the thing is, not a lot of people think about this, and not a lot of people know the particular knowledge that their bar is just 1K. Or that most publishing companies, the bar is 1,000 people.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I thought it would be a little bit more or something like that.
Nah, if you want a review key, the lowest bar is 1K, and if you're higher than 1K, even easier is the thing. Like, like from where you're sitting, almost any company would have taken you, pretty much. You just need to ask.
That's very interesting to actually think about.
Yeah, that's coming from a mate of mine who's working over at a publishing company or distribution company. So, slightly different, works directly with publishers, knows the right ways of getting around. Guy is my silver bullet when it comes to the gaming industry if I ever need marketing, but yeah. Useful guy to have around, He lives like, what, 2 streets down from me, so I should really ask him if he wants lunch sometime.
Aw, that sounds nice. Having lunch with the buddies.
Yeah, it'd be nice if I could actually do lunch with other mates that were working out in the city. Unfortunately, due to the nature of my job, I can't. You get a 15-minute break every hour, and that's how our break is split up. We don't have long lunch breaks or anything.
Aw, that's a bit, that's rough.
Yeah, it means that my attention span doesn't get, you know, completely fucked over at least. I just know that I need to be at a table for an hour. And then I can go check my phone again.
Check your phone.
Yeah, it's like, you deal for an hour, you come back on break, and then you check your phone for like 10 minutes, then you go back to the floor. It's like 2 minutes to the break room, 2 minutes back. Oh yeah, someone redeemed a hydrate, so go ahead and drink something.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, I just have a can of creaming soda over here. That's all I've got anyhow.
I had a sparkling water. It's all gone. No, I just drink out of water bottle.
May as well ask, what is the appeal of sparkling water? Because, let's say, my brother almost religiously drinks that stuff for whatever reason. To the point where he picked up a soda stream and uses that almost every single day.
Well, to me, I just like I like feeling a little bit more full than usual. So that way I don't feel like I want to eat anything. Usually.
Let's say in the brief earlier, skipped breakfast, skipped lunch. Do you at least have a dinner planned?
No. I don't want to eat right now. I had a Happy Meal like 2 days ago, I think. And
2 days ago?
Yeah, I think so, or a day ago. But it kind of gave me food poisoning, so I kind of don't want to eat. Yeah, it's okay though.
Let's see. We need to get you signed up to. We need to get you signed up to one of those services. Yeah, like.
Oh my god.
What was it? You know how Throne exists right now, and you can just send like streamers gifts and whatnot. There used to be a service where you could send streamers food anonymously as well.
Street.
Yeah.
Street stream. There you go. Yeah, that one.
We need to get this elf vampire signed up to that.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm used to not eating for days usually. It's because I forget a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Your stomach just doesn't scream at you or anything?
No. Well, I mean it does, but then I just drink sparkling water.
I see.
Either that or I just get like DoorDash or something. Cause I'm too lazy to go.
Oh, don't worry. That's me on my weekends. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not that bothered to go out and grab something to eat, so I'll just order something. Because if I'm in the middle of the city, it's just like, you know what, I have access to like hundreds of stores out here. Surely something will have what I want.
Yeah, I usually just get fast food though. I try my best not to get it sometimes, but I stream at night, so I just go like...
the options are limited.
The options are very thin. Super thin, sadly.
Just start cooking on stream.
I can't. I'm pretty okay at cooking, I guess, but housing issues kind of make me not be able to do that. Not housing issues, but family issues usually.
Fair enough.
Get this person a sandwich. I'm okay, don't worry. It's not like I'm starving.
For me, the most ridiculous thing I have to deal with personally is my roommate cooks at like 2 or 3 a.m.
Oh, really?
So I will be like just about to get to sleep because I am terrible when it comes to the sleep schedule. I sleep at like 4:30 a.m. and I need to get up by like, what, 10 roughly? Something like that. Anyway.
I do quite the same.
Right when I'm about to get to sleep, I just hear either the microwave start up or like the electric oven downstairs start up. I'm like, oh, the room's gonna smell like chicken in a second.
Chicken.
Because the most common thing that goes through this household is definitely roast chicken.
Sounds pretty good.
Like, no idea why specifically, it's just roast chicken is the one thing that goes through, and the way the guy cooks it is very aromatic, so he'll shove in like cloves of garlic, a couple of chopped up onions, and then like whatever herbs and spices the guy's bothered to shove in. And there's quite a bit on the spice rack. So eventually just all wafts upwards and I'm just like, oh boy, oh god. I didn't need to be hungry right now.
Being hungry while you're about to sleep is a big pain.
Don't worry. It's not as bad as what the Japanese do here and there. So there is a hashtag on Twitter, literally called food terrorism.
Food terrorism?
Yep, food terrorism. So it is just meshi terror. And essentially, this is people posting food porn at a horrifying time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they posted at like 11 p.m. roughly, so when a good chunk of people are meant to go to sleep, it's just like, yes, let us terrorize some people with food. And a good chunk of the time, it's really good looking stuff.
At the dead of night, or the dead of the morning.
Like dead of night, just dead of night. Why?
I used to look at a lot of food and just kind of make them a while ago. It was quite nice. For a bit.
Alright, let me see if I can find a particular channel that almost exclusively does this as their content, actually. Here we go. So this one is another random VTuber out there on the Japanese side. I think they're called Lilashi? Riro. Anyhow. Specifically, they make salaryman food porn is the closest I can get to rationalizing this.
Salaryman food porn?
So, when you're so shit at cooking that you kind of find alternative means to make certain bits of food taste good and look really good.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense.
So if you look through the guy's stuff, you'll notice there's a lot of stuff to do with instant noodles or karage or deep frying and whatnot. If not, kind of like food hacks, basically. That's pretty much what this guy does, and they release one every single day.
Oh, I see.
At a
cup of noodles.
At a very specific time. But most Japanese people would have already started feeling a bit peckish or, a bit hungrier. So a lot of these are very much just like, oh god, oh fuck. Why? This looks a bit too good.
One was released 2 hours ago too.
Yeah, exactly on cue. Pretty much exactly on cue. Yeah, that guy's stuffed up. Really good, really good. Very lazy cooking.
Lazy is the thing.
Yeah, the thing that's a bit of concern is he cracks open a can of beer every single day.
Ooh. Hopefully, Liver Chan is okay.
Yeah, it's one beer. It's one beer.
Okay.
There used to be a time where I would drink 2 cocktails a night before going to sleep.
That's
It's the equivalent of 4 to 5 standard drinks, depending on the strength that I mix them at.
I see.
It's not as bad as a mate of mine. Best friend, she used to down shot after shot to get to sleep to deal with PTSD. So yeah, that was a time. Anyhow, may as well shove this next question in. So, from the time that you've been around and whatnot, what are your thoughts on the indie VTuber scene?
I'm not really big on like seeing the indie VTubers that much, other than like the people who I follow right now. But I stream a decent portion to the point where I can't really watch anyone else. At least not a lot. Compared to like how I used to be a little bit, where I stream less. And yeah, I think the indie scene is pretty interesting. I've seen a lot of cool stuff that's come out of it. I think it's good that we have a lot more open space, I guess, or rather freedom, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know exactly if well, I don't know. I'm an indie VTuber and I just kind of like sit around and do nothing, usually.
Fair enough.
At least compared to other people. I know some other people do really amazing stuff, but I just kind of sit there and just be like, yeah, what's up? I'm awake.
And the way I can rationalize what you do is you essentially just create a space for people to just come in and chill, essentially.
Yeah.
And you know, that's perfectly fine, really.
I agree. I think it's pretty nice. I like to chill out with people.
One thing I'll say is your choice of music sometimes surprises me a decent bit. I'm just like, this is some really old sounding jazz. Alright. I can vibe to this. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I really enjoy old music. It's I don't really have a history with it. I just have like, well, I mean, I'm a vampire, so I guess I was living through that, you know.
Vampire living through the jazz age instead of vampire living through the gothic era.
Yes.
Nice.
I lived through the dinosaur age too. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I used to listen to just like kind of like lo-fi a little bit back then, and also Korean indie music and stuff.
Korean indie music. Can't say I've ever heard any.
It's very nice. I feel like it's very relaxing, but also kind of like not jazzy, but just like upbeat a little bit more, I guess, than what I listen to usually.
Okay.
Yeah, but then I just started listening to old music. I mean, I kind of always listen to it a little bit, just because I thought, hey, it sounds good, but mostly everyone kind of says, is that Fallout music? Even though I never played Fallout. Well, actually, that's a lie. I have no. Recently, music. I tried to play tried out Fallout 4. It was okay.
Fallout 4 is like one of the worst ones to try, I'll be honest.
I killed one of the main characters without realizing.
Yeah. It's probably one of the better ones out there in terms of like the shooting mechanics and whatnot. The rest of the games feel very, very stiff in terms of shooting, but yeah.
Well,
apart from that, yeah, Fallout 4 is kind of unfortunate. I will say
New Vegas.
I will say if you want a very good experience in terms of storytelling, go play New Vegas.
Oh, okay.
New Vegas, like when it came out, it was a buggy mess and pretty much unplayable, as with a decent few Bethesda titles that come out. But over the years, it got patched, it got fixed up, and it is one of the greatest games of all time. At least in terms of role-playing.
What do you call it? I tried to, well, at first I was kind of annoyed with everyone saying Fallout music and stuff like that because I never played it before. And then, so like, I had a this year kind of where I was just like, throughout the whole entire year except for, I mean, right now at least, and I think it was last month or 2 months ago. Last month or 2 months ago, I started playing Fallout just because I felt like I needed to give it a try at least. Even though I didn't play it for a while just because I was like, that's not where my music comes from. It's just old music. So I was being a little bit of a rebel.
Fair enough.
A bit of a rebel. But I see the games are pretty nice. I mean, I never really I didn't think I would be good at it though. I'm very bad at shooters.
Oh, yeah. Fallout gives you plenty of handicaps when it comes to shooting. Plenty. The VAT system specifically is just like, yeah, I will freeze time, pick out the body parts I want to blast off, and yeah, that'll do.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before. I still don't know what button to press for that.
Huh? E?
E?
Wait, no, that's a majority of the game though. Is the thing.
Wait, really?
Yeah, so you're meant to spam that button as often as you get it.
Oh.
That's kind of the way. It's kind of the way you're meant to play Fallout. Is the thing.
Oh. Usually, I just kind of like get my gun and shoot.
Yeah, I can say that if it was Fallout 4, because yeah, that one does encourage just the more run and gun shooting. But yeah, for most of the old ones, it is definitely the moment you see the button pop up, slap it.
Okay.
Because it's just
Makes sense.
It's like, ah yes, I can shoot things with pinpoint accuracy without actually having to shoot them myself. Yes, it's a amazing handicap for us who aren't exactly the best at shooting.
Yeah. It seems I missed out on a little bit. I forgot that I didn't try to actually see which ones, how to press it.
If you ever try out New Vegas though, if I'm to suggest something very dumb to do, spec all of your points into luck.
Luck. Okay.
If you can imagine,
We'll do it.
because the game is set in Nevada and New Vegas. Well. Imagine what happens. Imagine what happens when you go to the casino.
A lot of chips.
Essentially, the luck stat kind of breaks the game in some ways, but it's in the more comical ways rather than like actually breaking the game, so to speak.
Okay. I understand that.
Apart from that, it is recommended to spec more into speech than combat when you're playing one of the old Fallout games, pretty much.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Because New Vegas comes with a ridiculous amount of alternative speech options. Like, there are parts where you can straight up convince the villains that they're in the wrong and then just have them stand down, or you can convince some of the villains to just off themselves.
Huh. Okay, I did not know that.
And one of the dodgiest ones out there, I won't specify exactly which character, but it's someone that is a very how does one put it? Pivotal antagonist. You can just seduce the hell out of them by the end of it, and it's just like, why did I do this?
They're seduced. I won the game, but at what cost?
Yeah, pretty much. Ever since like I became a dealer, any of my mates which had played Fallout New Vegas just asked me to recite like the opening lines to the damn thing. I'm just like, really? I may be a dealer now, but god fucking damn it, mate. is what it is. It is what it is. Game was rigged from the start. Anyway. So, have you ever run into any particular grievances with the indie VTuber lot?
Oh, I'm scared of Twitter. That's something I'm actually... that's why I usually never use it.
Okay,
I'm pretty scared of Twitter, to be honest.
If I'd known that, I'd have probably just shoved you a whisper on Twitch instead to organize the interview.
No. It's okay. No, it's fine actually. I mean, I like Twitter over looking at like art and live tweeting.
Okay.
But the VTuber side kind of scares me a little bit sometimes. I mean, I don't want to be like, what do you call it, targeted over something that I don't know what I did or something else like that.
Yeah, there are a lot of weird things people get cancelled over, definitely. Like, the thing is, if I were to show off, let's say if I were to discuss half the discussions that I had with my girlfriend in public when it comes to VTubers, I think I'd have been burnt at the stake like 5-6 months ago at this point.
I see. It's very interesting.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, I've done too many of these interviews at this point. If I'm picking out someone who is specifically a VTuber and only a VTuber, there has to be something that they've got to them, pretty much. If not, then I just don't consider it anymore to begin with.
I see. I don't think any I mean, I don't think I've had any grievances with any of VTubers or anything like that.
Okay,
It's just sometimes the loot side gets me a little bit like a little bit scared.
Yeah, wait, what's scary? What's scary about the loot side? Huh?
No, nothing. But it's just like if it's to the point where what do you call it? Someone saying they want to do another person or something like that, even though or like on their chat or something, or like something else. I'll be like a little bit kind of like, let me just they're a little bit too open for me.
Yeah, it's the kind of reaction you get when someone comes into your chat and is like, can I push you into a closet? And it's just like, no, God, no, please, no. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, no. I don't mind anything like that. But like if they say like for fun, of course. But if it's like, I mean like loot. I mean like, someone saying they want to do me or something like that in a very onset way.
The full-blown, full frontal kind of. Okay,
full-blown. Yeah, but other than that, I think like, loot is pretty funny in my opinion, because that's how I got this voice anyways.
Fair enough.
But I'm not really the person to do the loot jokes, rather. You know what I mean? Because I'm a little bit like, well, I don't know. I don't think of that too much.
Like
just
me,
chill usually.
I hang out with way too many people that make lewd jokes, definitely. Good God. So for the past year, I had run a D&D campaign that concluded maybe a month or two ago, something like that. Yeah, you can imagine what happens in that kind of affair when it's very freeform.
Freeform?
When it's very freeform, people very much are just like, okay, so what can we do to fuck this NPC? Essentially.
Wait, what?
There are a lot of times where I'm just like, okay, you do this and that, and now the screen fades to black.
Oh.
You pull.
I see.
You pull the James Bond, and that does the trick for the most part.
James Bond, yes.
Yes.
Where they do it. Right?
Yeah, pretty much, kinda. Yeah. Anyhow.
I see.
I may as well straight up ask. Okay, so what levels of degeneracy are we talking about here when it comes to you?
I don't really know too much. Sometimes, I guess. I mean, I know some words. I know some funny stuff. It varies. Okay, I personally don't know, but I think it's like how high are we talking? Like 1 to 10?
Let's see. Okay. So if I say certain terms and you understand what they are, then I guess I'll get the relative level.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been taught a lot of words recently.
Alright.
So I should probably know these.
I'm just gonna start at probably the more extreme end and work downwards. Ryona or Guro.
I don't know what's Guro, but I do know what's Ryona. Actually, in Vindictus, my character was used for Ryona.
Excuse me?
Yeah. One of my friends actually asked me to use my account for Ryona because they said my Vindictus character was pretty, and I was like, oh yeah, sure. At first, I didn't know what does it mean, but he just told me that Ryona meant like the character just falling down in the ground and just being dead. And I was like, oh, okay. But if he was into that, I guess he's into it. But I've seen the full definition already.
I see. I see. Okay.
Punching or something?
What was that?
Someone that gets punched or something and then falls down to the ground.
Oh, that one?
I think that's a good example, or something like that.
It's mainly just violence, essentially. Blanket definition is violence. Okay. Yeah, I will probably just shove you at a solid 8 there, most likely. Yeah.
It was I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny at first.
My God.
I took it as a compliment, you know. I made sure my character looked pretty. So I was like, okay.
But that was your exposure to the word of all the things. That was Huh?
Oh yeah. Vindictus taught me a lot of things somewhat.
Vindictus taught you a lot of things. Fair enough.
Yeah, I played a lot. I played a ton.
Fair enough.
Friend, sure.
You didn't get shoved into any weird ERP or anything, right?
Are we talking about VR chat?
Let's hear it then.
I did get kind of shoved into it a little bit. Sometimes people would just be like handsy and touchy and stuff, and I have phantom sense. So like usually, I remember one time someone tried to hug me from behind, and I started screaming a little bit. I didn't scream, but I kind of like, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, spooked.
I got spooked and stuff like that, or like, and it happened a couple of times because they thought it was funny. I thought it was pretty funny too, but there were some times where random people just take it up a little bit too much weirdly, where they think wait, hold on. I remember, okay, this one time, this one person I met who I thought was pretty cool for a bit. We started talking, and then we met during VR chat random. And then we were just talking about random things. And then, like, after I think a week or so, talking to them, they just grabbed me to a different world, random world. And then we were trying to pick out avatars, and then they showed me this one avatar where they had a dick, and they said, "Suck it." And I was like, huh? What? I was like,
how the hell did that get under the radar?
I was just like, you know, they were kind of pushing it onto my face. And so, you know, they did that thing where they float in the air, and then
oh my God.
It was a little bit off-putting, to say the least.
That is straight up just
It wasn't well, Yeah, it was pretty weird, honestly.
Look, the jankest thing I've had happen in VR chat was just being blackmailed. That was funny, actually. It was just straight up just... Let's see, mate of mine just drags me into a world. It's just like, alright, Eco, just stand there for a moment, Goes behind, puts up a camera, I'm like, okay, so what's going on? He's like, don't worry about it, 大丈夫だから、大丈夫. I'm just like, eh. It just peeked behind me, and he's chosen one of the more popular avatars out there and whatnot, but it's like just completely stripped down to just lingerie. I'm just like, eh. Takes a couple of photos. He's like, I've got the goods. I'm just like, nande. Man has material.
Some material.
Just blackmail material lying around. He's like, oh yeah. If something pops up, yeah, I'm just gonna send this straight to your girlfriend. I'm just like, yeah.
It's funny.
What is this level of just blackmail?
This level of blackmail. Indecent.
Yeah. So far, I haven't really gone into public worlds all too often in VR chat. I've mainly just stuck to private.
I haven't gone into VR chat that much. The only time I've actually gone into it is mainly Ran. That's it. Ran IU.
Oh, okay.
We were doing the streams and stuff. I thought they were pretty fun.
Fair enough then. Fair enough. Because yeah. I don't know. VR chat feels like you need a couple of mates to actually have a good time in there. If not, then yeah, it is going to be a very mixed bag.
Oh yeah, it's I don't know. I stopped going there for a while ago. Too much interesting people.
Because for myself, recently I did get a 3D model, and that is indeed compatible with VR chat as well. So yeah, that's what I'd been doing for a bit. A couple of weeks,
that's cool.
But yeah, a couple of weeks here and there. So just figuring out, ironing out the kinks when it comes to it. Just figuring, okay, how can I make use of this for maybe future interviews and whatnot. So if at any point I do find someone that is bothered to hop into VR to do an interview, you know what? Why not?
Oh, that sounds like a pretty good one, actually.
I think the next time I do a VR stream, it might actually just be getting drunk with a certain interviewer I've had before.
That sounds nice.
Because yeah, one of the other functionalities I actually do have with the model is I am actually able to deal out poker cards, so yeah.
Oh, poker.
Can do poker, blackjack, baccarat, any card related games for the most part.
It sounds pretty fun. I never played any of those before, but I've seen poker.
If you're ever up for it, I might drag you into blackjack someday. We'll see.
All I know is that I know that one word where I just go like, hit me, there. Where yeah, to get you with the car.
Oh god. Yeah, that's poker. That's blackjack for you. Because yeah, I don't know. Every time I speak with a blackjack dealer at the casino, they're all just like, blackjack's the worst. Never pick up blackjack. Because apparently blackjack is just the one casino game that the dealer never gets a break, pretty much. For the entire hour, you'll be dealing. Almost guaranteed. And it is the most physically intensive one by far. I would say Baccarat is probably the easiest one to deal. Thankfully, the main game I do get is Baccarat. Roulette is apparently the most fun to get. And then, let's see... Okay, craps is the really weird one. Have you ever seen what craps looks like?
I don't think so.
Okay, it's shown in a lot of movies. It's the one where you see someone just suddenly throw out 2 dice into like a pit, pretty much.
2 dice in a...
2 dice into like a pit, so it's kind of like a bathtub. Bathtub getting dice thrown into it, yeah.
I think I played that before on VR chat without realizing what was it.
Huh. Because, yeah, the thing about craps is the other day my table was empty, I was bored as all hell, and I decided, you know what? I'm gonna open up the rule set for craps. I may as well do a bit of studying, because apparently craps is the hardest game to ever pick up if you're a dealer. When I read through the manual for craps, I'm like, this reads worse than than like a raid boss encounter.
Oh, I see. That's...
And just like, okay, but Baccarat is like fighting a world boss. It's like, you know, maybe the boss has like 1 AoE and maybe like a tank buster or something. It's like, yeah, no problem, no problem. You read the poker one and that feels like reading a dungeon guide, kind of. It's like, okay, there's all these tiny little procedures you gotta do and make sure of, but ultimately still doable, still doable. You get the craps, you read the craps manual. What the fuck are all of these different bets and why do they pay out in such weird numbers? Like, whoever asks to be paid 5 to 1 odd, wait no, 5 to 6 odds, how do you even do the math for that? What is 5 to 6 on like $100, for instance? I don't think I can do that off the top of my head.
6. Oh, I cannot do that in my head either. I'm bad at math.
Like for me, the worst odds that I have to deal with is 0.95 to 1. So that is taking 5% commission off the top of a bet. That's the worst that I normally have to do.
Yeah, it seems very intricate.
Like
well, not intricate, but I guess pretty hard to say.
I can do it in my head for the most part at this point, as long as it's a proper multiple that I'm supposed to work with. Then yeah, generally it's quite okay, quite easy to do these days. Because that's just part of the high roller room experience. But if it's looking at all the odds for craps, I'm just like, this looks like an absolute clusterfuck and there are a million extra procedures for this. It is legitimately a raid boss encounter, because I think you need 4 dealers to actually deal the game.
I think like so when you say raid boss, do you mean like how to master its movements and stuff?
Let's see, in terms of just the mechanics, essentially, that you have to process, it's just like, okay, there are so many procedures there that layer up. It's just like, there is rule after rule that you need to follow, to the point where we have rules in place for if an act of God happens, this is the procedure you need to follow.
Oh, okay, I get it. That's a little bit rough.
Yeah, it's no wonder that to even be qualified to learn craps, you need to go through several exams first to check your chip work and your game knowledge, procedure knowledge, and all that. Then you can finally touch craps. Then to learn craps, you actually need to do craps in a team. So they will straight up be like, okay, so we need more craps dealers. Alright, time to train a whole team up. Or it's like, okay, 1 craps dealer resigned. We're gonna need to train an entire new team again. That's just how that game works, apparently, at the casino. Just like, bruh, why is this even still here? We have exactly 1 table for craps at the casino. It's not even downstairs. It's in like one of the private gaming rooms, and we just have the 1 table for it, and that's it.
So it'd be really hard for people to actually get into there unless they really want to.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's the one. Let's see. To me, the craps table is probably one of my ultimate goals when it comes to working at the casino. Mainly because it's the closest to a very big window and a really good view. Let's see. 1 second here. I am just going to
have right now.
I am going to change the background here.
Oh, the background.
There we go. So essentially, this is what my workplace looks like.
Oh.
No, we don't have a tree. We don't have a tree growing indoors, but yeah, this is pretty close to what my workplace actually looks like.
Looks very exquisite. I think that's a good word.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. But yeah, craps table is in the actual casino. The craps table is the one that's closest to that massive window and that ridiculously good view of the harbor.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
That's pretty much what I want to get up to. If I can eventually get up to that, then yeah, sure, I'll be satisfied just gazing out at the harbor half the day because no one wants to play craps.
Yeah, I imagine you would lose a lot of money during that, right? Well, not you, but the person themselves. Especially if they didn't know how to play it.
Okay. Twilly. So, take a guess how much money I've costed the casino since being employed.
Oh. $2. No. 10,000? 1,000?
Higher.
20,000.
Higher.
30,000.
Higher than that.
100,000?
You're thinking a bit small, mate.
Really? Oh my god. 1 billion.
Bit too high there, buddy. Bit too high.
1 million.
Higher.
5 million.
Higher than that.
10 million?
Bit higher.
20 million.
Lower than that.
15 million.
Bit lower.
13 million.
12.5 million.
12.5 million. Wow, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, it is. I've seen 12.5 million go out to customers in my time being at the casino. There is a reason that I have the nickname there as the Magician.
Magician.
It is simply that I make money disappear. Sometimes it's in the casino's favor. A good chunk of the time it is in the customer's favor.
The good thing, the good part is that the customer probably comes back and tries to get more, maybe.
They try their luck at other tables. They don't get quite the same amount of luck. They start searching out where my table is. So I have a bit of a cult following out there of people just being like, oh, it's Eco. Oh, let's go over to that table. Let's go over to that table. It's like, oh, Eco's opening a new table. Go over. Snatch us some spots, reserve our seats. And just like, are you fucking kidding me, mate? I wanted a peaceful shift. I wanted to be able to sit here, stare at the TV, watch whatever random sports they decided to put up on TV today. Nope. You're making me deal to like 40 customers.
40 customers?
Wow. Yeah, that's the thing. So downstairs at the baccarat tables, the only rule about the number of people who can bet is as many bets as can fit in the boxes.
How much can fit in the boxes?
About, I'd like to say about 10 per box, and there are 6 boxes.
Oh, I see.
So it can accommodate for close to 60 people.
It makes sense.
Like, worst comes to worst, 60 people can bet in those freaking boxes.
We're talking about chips, right?
Yeah, chips.
6 chips can fit in a box.
Let's see. Rather 10 chips. 10 chips can fit in the box. 10 stacks of chips can fit in each box, and there are 6 boxes total.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can see how much that is. Well, I don't know how much do chips cost, but
my table minimums are in the hundreds.
Oh, okay.
So, smallest table I deal to is $50, but that is a very small table in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. But then every other table is multiples of 100 up to about 1,000.
Wow, that's a lot.
So people that play at $1,000 tables, yeah, they're the whales and the leviathans of the casino.
The whales.
Yeah.
I see they call them whales too.
Look, I have had someone some dumb fella come in, dump 38k in one hand and lose. Then come back 2 more times with 40k each time and lose both of those.
Ow, that hurts.
So in 5 minutes straight, he blew 2.5 years of my salary.
That's... yeah, it's a bit of a lot.
Like, if I'm to put it simply, I earn like $200 per day. Give or take.
Oh wow, that's a good amount.
It's alright, it's alright. I live in Australia, so cost of living's a bit fucked. But anyway. In less than 5 seconds, I see my entire day's pay disappear to either a random customer or a customer losing their money to the casino.
I see.
Eventually,
so like
eventually you kind of lose grasp on value of money after a while.
I see.
You kind of disassociate chips with money entirely so that you can keep your mental state stable. Because yeah, definitely when I started out, it was very much hands shaking. Holy fuck, I'm taking $1,000 from someone. Jesus Christ, someone please. Because yeah, my hands just wouldn't stop shaking, and then maybe 2-3 weeks later, after that kind of disassociation happened, it's like, oh wait, this is a really easy job. Huh. Three quarters of the people that signed up with me have already resigned.
Really? Oh?
Yeah. Like, at that 2-week mark, 3/4 of the people that were in my training school had resigned already.
Huh. Oh, that's rough.
We started with like 23 people, I think it is. From what I recall, there's myself and 3 other people left in the Baccarat lot, at least. I don't know how many people are left in roulette. From personal count, I think it's like 2 people are left in the roulette lot. So, yeah. We lost 3/4 and the bare minimum stayed behind.
Huh. Well, it's a good thing, you got to stay behind too, because, you know, I guess, get money.
Yeah, the pay's not bad. Food is provided on shift, uniforms provided, so there's very little overhead. And transport's free, so yeah.
Oh, transport's free? Really?
Yeah,
Do they give you like a bus?
There is a bus you can take if you bribe the driver, kinda. You just need to be like, yeah, do you mind taking me along? I kinda need to get to work. And, you know, they'll be like, yeah, sure, yeah, we can... There's an extra seat, just hop on.
Oh, do buses cost money? Like a lot?
Yeah. Let's say. Like, that's our personal shuttle bus, pretty much.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then.
Then we've got the light rail, and the light rail we just have a deal with, pretty much. You just need to show your staff ID and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, get on.
Okay.
Because we straight up have a stop on the light rail called the casino's name, and we're just like, oh, okay, yeah. Makes sense. Anyhow. Bringing things back to you. So how much community interaction do you have off stream then? Do you have a Discord server? Do you chat with any of your community members?
I do chat with my community members a little bit in terms of just going in general and saying I'm awake. I'm awake, I'm about to start streaming and I start. But that's pretty much it. I sometimes make combo in there, but never for VC and stuff.
Okay.
I used to do a little bit of community stuff, but then I kind of went off of it because I every time I try and do community stuff back then, no one would really show up, so I decided not to do anymore. Granted, that was a bit more well, this might be a sad story, but what do you call it? I remember I said movie night, guys, in about a couple of days. And then that day happened. I stayed there for an hour alone. No one came. And I just like, uh,
I see.
yeah.
I see. Yeah, for myself, I used to do an open mic kind of night of just like, oh yeah, whoever wants to tune in, and whatnot. It was alive for maybe the first month or two, and then yeah, just slowed down a lot, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna bother trying anymore. Yeah, I'll retire the open mic night.
Yeah, I understand that. I retired a lot of things. I used to be more community thing about it, but what do you call it? I don't really like off stream. I'm never really on off stream because whenever I'm off stream, I'm usually just like sleeping.
Yeah.
So whenever I wake up, I just stream.
I see.
Usually. So I don't really have much time to do Discord stuff, and I haven't really gone to try that much anymore, just because yeah, I don't know how. I also don't have any mods to do it for me too. So I'm usually like, yeah, it's a little bit it's a little bit
Wait, in which case, wait, how long are your streams usually? Because I've seen them go, like, I've seen them go the distance, definitely, but is that just every single day?
8 to about 12 hours, sometimes 15 hours if I feel like it. I remember I did a what do you call it? Well, I mean, in the past, I used to do a lot more because it was colder. Because all I do is just sleep, wake up. I mean, stream, sleep, wake up, then stream again, then sleep, wake up, get my nice blanket and just like wear it, and just stream all day playing League or doing something else.
I see. So existence is streaming for you, quite literally. Oh.
Yeah. I do a lot for streaming and stuff in terms of time, just because I don't really do anything else. I can't do much else, but streaming is pretty fun.
Alright. Fair enough then, fair enough.
Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say.
It's alright. But yeah, in that case, goddamn.
Yeah, breathing and streaming for me.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Literally living and breathing the stream. Huh.
Unless like I get sick or something like that, then I have to take off time by sleeping all day.
Buddy, you got food poisoning the other day. You kept streaming.
I ended early pretty quickly, I think. I think I streamed like 2 times during that day though.
Oh yeah. You did.
But just slept a little bit, woke up, I feel better. And then I'm just like, okay, I feel a little bit better enough to stream.
Alright. Fair enough then, fair enough. Alright. This next particular question is very job interview-like. It is probably the most job interview-like question I've got on here. Now let's see. Most content creators I've spoken to have 3 very common goals when it comes to this one. Yeah, I think you're going to avoid all 3 of them for the most part. So what are your goals in the future then?
I personally... Oh, you're right about this one. Probably. I personally don't really have a goal other than just to like chill and just relax. I'm quite surprised people usually come by my streams because I used to not really well, it used to be the same still, and then all of a sudden it just grew. I don't know why, but I mean, people tell me why, but I'm in disbelief sometimes where I'm just like, huh. But I don't really have a goal in mind. I do want to do more rigging stuff and also lighting. I want to get better at that.
Okay.
But overall, streaming wise, I do want to get like VTuber stuff, like having a overlay and a logo and all that other stuff, since I never really have done that much.
Oh, so branding basically. Oh.
Yes, kinda. well, it's only for. I think it looks cool. I think it looks cool. I want to do it, kind of. Even though I probably will be too lazy to.
Fair enough, fair enough. There are plenty of solid graphics designers out there you could contact.
That's true.
Like, if you're not the most picky, then I can shove you a couple even.
That would be quite nice, actually. I've been searching in Twitter a lot, but I don't know where else I can search.
Like, if you're fine with something minimalistic like what I've currently got up right now, then yeah, I can just shove you my girlfriend even. Just be like, hi. Whenever she opens her comms back up, then yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I've been trying to find someone to do like a radio shop type of thing. Just like a background for that and stuff. I always thought that sounded pretty cool.
Backgrounds, let's see. There's a mix of things you can try for someone for a background at least. Most of my backgrounds are just done by this one Vietnamese guy that's part of like the anime outsourcing industry pretty much. So the guy has worked on backgrounds in things like Darling in the Franxx and Detective Conan and whatnot. I'm just like, why the fuck are you only charging me $200 for this? It's like, wait, is this why they outsourced to you? Jesus Christ, okay, fair enough. Because yeah, way back when. Let's see if I can find, like, the previous background that I had up for a bit, that one in just the casino, yeah. That's one that's done by him. And then apart from that, there's the usual one that I have up, which is just this one here. You're purple now. You're purple now.
Oh, we're purple. Oh my god. Purple.
This particular one's done by the fella as well. Decent pricing. Haven't contacted him in a while. And then the funny thing was, like, I've had him do work for visual novels before as well. And then, like, one of the older ones I saw was, let's see, I think it was like Amelie or something, which just randomly picked the guy up and just had him do her background. I'm just like, what the fuck? Okay, you know what? Fair enough, fair enough. Also, hi, Raina, I will stretch.
Yeah, they look really pretty.
Speak of the girlfriend, and she suddenly appears. Hi.
Oh, hi.
But yeah, I'll say if you're ever in the need of like a more minimalistic overlay, something like what I've got right now, then hi. Whenever it comes back up, sure.
Oh yeah, it does look really pretty. I do like minimalistic stuff compared to like kind of like too very wishy and stuff, I guess. Not wishy, but like out there.
Fair enough, fair enough. The thing is, this one that I'm currently using here is slightly modified. I've cropped out a certain part of it, just so that I can actually move myself over here and not make it look too funky. For what the original version of this looks like, give me a second here. There we go. Thing is, it's animated, and it actually shifts around a little and whatnot. It's just that there's that big circle over there where I should be instead, so yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, that looks pretty.
So that's why I just cut it off usually for the sake of interviews and whatnot.
I agree, minimalism is great.
But yeah, if you're ever interested in something similar to this, then yeah, I can just throw you over to her.
Oh.
Hi. Anyhow. We're on to roughly the last two questions that I normally shove at people. Mind you, in terms of the 3 common answers to that goals question, you dodged all 3 of them perfectly.
Yes.
2 of them I expected you to completely dodge. The last one was a 50-50, but you managed to dodge all 3 in the end. First one was like reach partner or some kind of metrics based kind of thingamajig, so some number, pretty much. You're pretty much already out there, so you're fine. Second one was doing a 2.0 or a re-debut of some kind.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, actually, I do want to do a debut one day. Oh, I like I didn't specify. I'm sorry. I was supposed to do a debut with this one, but I never did.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
One day I'll do another one. I'll make another one again.
Oh god.
One day.
One day. Maybe when you get more rigging done, I suppose. More art, more rigging.
more art. Yes. Gotta make the art done. The art is the most painful part.
Oh, the last one is doing well. ASMR content.
Oh, ASMR. I haven't really ever done ASMR before, but people have told me about it. That they recommend that I should do it, but I feel like it's a little bit. I don't know. It feels like it would be a little bit interesting for me to just, like, what if someone tells me they want me to get the ASMR of beating them up or something, and I'll be like,
Wait, that's the one you're worried about? You're not worried about the sus or degenerate ones. You're worried about the one which is just like, yes, please beat the fuck out of me.
Yeah, kinda. Well, I mean, I don't know much about the sus ones. Would they ask me to just lick the mic or something? I'm not really sure.
All I'll say is, with what you've done before, you probably already have experience.
I see. Yeah, or they'll ask me to do like, I don't know. I know it can be a little bit like, they would want it to be like, some people would want it to be a little bit more stuff, I guess. I'm not really sure.
I think generally it's just like whispering, lewd shit, or yeah.
Oh, like saying, okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it would be bad.
You get the idea from there.
Yeah. I did that once, actually. Funny enough.
Oh my god.
Yeah. A friend said they really liked my voice back then, like a long time ago, and they were like, "Can you give me?" I don't think I have the recording anymore because that was in my old computer. But
I see.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. They gave me like a little thingy about it. They were like, "Can you read this a little bit, and you can, I guess, do some more stuff into it." But I didn't want to say all the words somewhat, so I just like said something instead of this.
Fair enough.
Like, yeah, I would just be like, I want to eat this something. Or something like that.
Yeah,
that was like back then a lot.
I see. Fair enough. Good God.
They still liked it. I don't talk to them anymore though.
Myself, the worst I've got out there is probably just me reading an insurance testimonial for a company before. They were literally just like, they were like, okay, we're gonna pay you like $20 an hour if you're willing to voice act a bit. And please somehow sell this car insurance.
I see. There's also another thing, I guess. I was talking about how I liked this one thing, like this food place. I like this food place, and I gave it to my friend, and then he gave it to like this one server, and they all referred to it as the goddess, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Okay.
I was like, huh.
Anyhow, these next two questions are pretty much the final questions and what I usually wrap up with. So it's already on screen actually, because I think I hit the transition button at some point without realizing it. Hey, recommend a drink, any drink whatsoever.
Oh, I like wine. I've only tried wine and something that was like a sangria, but that was like a long time ago, and I don't remember what that was.
Huh.
Yeah, but I've only tried like red wine, vineyard wine, and spark sparkly rose, right? Wine.
Okay.
And what do you call it? Let's see. The sangria. I don't remember it, but I remember that it was I was just like drinking it and seeing like what was it, because like I never drank alcohol during that time. It was very recent, kinda. Well, not really, but it was like a couple years ago.
Huh.
And I was like, tastes okay, and then all of a sudden my I started laughing too much, and I started my vision kept on getting a little bit dizzy,
Bruh.
and I was like, huh,
Buddy.
this tastes kind of funny.
You don't say, you don't say. Let's say, if it's wine, then probably the drink I would recommend you in response would probably just be Muscat.
Muscat?
Yeah. It's pretty similar to just any old white wine, honestly. Fruity, kind of sparkling, if I recall correctly. Been a while. Generally speaking, they're very light and easy to enjoy drink. I'd have probably served a glass to my girlfriend at some point, but it turns out she dies on about half a standard drink, so... Yeah, alcohol's kind of off the table with that one.
Yeah, I'm a bit bad with alcohol too.
Have you ever streamed drunk, or...?
I have. They all result in emotional mess.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah, they all result in emotional mess, and just like probably like 3 drinks in or 2, like I would just drink it and be like, well, or maybe the first one I'll start saying, I'm not drunk, I'm not drunk. Or something like that. I don't usually remember what happens after I drink, but all I know is that I do get emotional because I've seen the VODs.
Cool.
I've only seen one of them though. I haven't seen like. I was kind of. I was drunk before with someone else, and I was just like, I'm too embarrassed to look at the VOD because I don't remember. Drunk after 1 drink and then finishes the bottle.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Entire bottle of wine. Buddy.
Sometimes.
Let's see, considering the times that you're awake are very similar to myself, sure, let's go drinking one day, fella. Let's go drinking one day. Let's see what happens.
Drinking?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We'll put to the test your liver, I guess.
My liver probably can take 2 drinks. Or maybe 2 bottles.
There is a stark difference between those 2 numbers there.
2 drinks or 2 bottles. Probably most likely 1 bottle now. I'll start crawling.
Oh god.
I remember someone told me I crawled to the bathroom even though I don't remember that. But then there was like scratch marks on my my knees. And I was like, oh, okay, probably true.
Oh god. Yeah, I've had people that in the morning after being drunk, they've woken up with bruises and whatnot. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, all of last night you were tripping and stumbling around. So, yeah, makes sense.
I see. I think it was,
yeah,
I think it was probably because I didn't want to fall.
Fair enough.
Something like that.
I've definitely known people that just can't keep on their feet after getting drunk. Anyhow. Second question with this one, and final question. Recommend some food. Any food whatsoever.
I haven't had this in a while, but I do like Korean barbecue.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Korean barbecue. Boba. Boba is always pretty good.
Okay.
And let's see. I'm usually a fast food type of person just because of how fast it's and I can just get it out of DoorDash usually. But another one that is really good. I like Chinese takeout sometimes, even though sometimes it gets me sick. But it's pretty good.
Bad RNG. Bad RNG.
Bad RNG indeed. But let's see. One time I went to this Japanese place and I got sushi, and I usually like sushi a lot.
Sushi's nice. Sushi's nice, especially when you can get the stuff very fresh.
There was this other thing I forgot what's it called. Kimbap. Kimbap is really good. It's a Korean seaweed rice roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's delicious. I enjoy it a lot. I had it one time in when I went to like this place. I forgot what it's called, but I think I went there one time and it was really good. But I like Asian dishes though. Very, very delicious.
Fair enough, fair enough. Let's see. Anyhow. That does bring the interview to a close at this point. Considering that you've already been streaming for, what was it, 7 or 8 hours beforehand?
I forgot how long I've been streaming.
Along those lines, anyhow, along those lines. Hi, let's get you some rest then, let's get you some rest.
Oh, it's okay. It's been an honor though. Thank you again for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, likewise. Thanks for coming on. This was actually one of the least painful interviews to organize in recent.
Oh, were some of them bad with the timing and stuff? Not timing, but time zones.
Let's see, the last guy that I pulled on was a guy that I had been waiting for about an entire year. Before finally getting the chance to interview them. They kind of just got dumped with more and more content that they needed to deal with, so yeah.
Oh, I see.
It is what it is when the guy is a big content creator for a fairly big game, so yeah. Let's see. Who can I throw all these fellas to?
But thank you again though. I do appreciate it.
Alright, let's see. Here's your pick. Do you want me to shove them to someone that's chill or someone that's a gremlin?
Gremlin.
Alright, we're sending them over to Mika.
I knew it. She's having her stuff on right now, right?
Yep. Alright, here's a random tidbit. Yeah, Mika and I are now rigged by the same person.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that straight up just being my girlfriend.
Oh, wow. I like the rigging a lot. Thought it was really good.
Because yeah, straight up, when my girlfriend finally visited from Canada, part of what she was doing when she was over here was just rigging Mika's model. And I just watched the entire process, start to finish, and just like, huh. Oh, so that's how you do this, that's how you do that. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, it's very, it's a lot of things sometimes, but I think it's really nice though.
Yeah,
the art of it.
She got it done in about like 6 days, so it's just like, oh god.
Yeah, this is very nice. The rigging is very nice. I look up to this one person who actually does rigging for HoloLive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to get as good at them. As good as them a little bit.
Anyhow.
I am a little bit bad right now, but I wish to get a little bit better.
Fair enough. I'll send these guys off to an ending screen, then just send off the raid.
Bye. Bye.